Lena.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
That's right. Good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are at. Welcome back to the defense. We've got game number 2 now between Team Alternate and Lemondogs. And I believe that our audio desync is fixed now.
We did
it. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Well, we tried and it worked. That intro still gives me the shivers, you know.
We're technical issues. The
Good day,
axe,
sir.
yeah.
10 seconds.
Memories.
What a classic.
Memories.
What a classic. All right. Round 2. Team Alternate did manage to take game number 1. But this time around, they will not get their hands on the PL. Lemondogs say no. They're going to go for a Winter Wyvern Lena combination. Tusk Rubik goes to Team Alternate once again.
Yeah.
Nisha Rubik, and they have the Tusk as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, Alternate, do you want to ban Darkseer here? Because there's still that combo there, Winter Wyvern, Curse, Vacuum. It's annoying as all hell. Even though you did, kind of beat the Darkseer in lane with your Rubik plus your Phantom Lancer, you did very well in lane. It's always that threat. And there we go. Just take it out. Don't want to deal with it. Just say goodbye to the little purple.
It's way too strong, to be honest. Like it's super duper strong. No reason to mess around with it.
What have you done?
XSplit crashed. Life is hell.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. It's happening more and more often too. That's the worst thing. I'm not even sure if I think once it crashes, we're no longer live, but
nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
So local recording start again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we'll probably just go straight into the draft.
Yeah. XSplit, you son of a...
Yeah, what a terrible ass program. Let's be real. All right.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back. We had a crash. Oh. All right, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody watching on the stream. Welcome back to everybody watching on YouTube. YouTube viewers, you just missed our boring intro, so it's all good. The draft is still here, and our two casters, myself, Capitalist, joined by Durka. We're both here to decipher the draft for you. So
I'm speaking to chat from the future. I'm doing the whole time wizard thing, telling them that we have issues, we have problems, because you're pressing buttons and you don't know what you're doing, and things are breaking.
Jesus, I don't even know. I fixed one issue and then things just crashed, and I'm just what is life?
Yep.
Haha. All around great stuff. I mean, at least we did actually fix that other issue, though. So
for now.
That's a start. I'm sure the restart actually probably made it come back. No, we're good. There's no audio desync. Yay. We did it. All right, Lemondogs gonna go for a Clockwork now. Clockwork I don't think is particularly strong versus Tusk or Rubik. Rubik's one of the better supports at zoning him out because you have telekinesis. And hey, there's my boy, Anti-Mage. Mohawks for life.
He doesn't have the fuzz on his face, though.
Yeah.
He's clean shaven.
I'm actually more of a beat. Everyone keeps Beastmaster. Punk Champ, Anti-Mage cosplay. But really, it's Beastmaster with the Mohawk style. That's actually what it is. Get it right, people. Get your meme straight. Come on.
Oh, man.
If you're gonna meme, do it right or don't do it at all.
But then they can't spam random crap in the chat. Like, honestly, that's half the fun, is being wrong. From the spectator view, anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Why anti-mage? Let's just go back. Anti-mage third pick? Why? Into a Lina, right? Like, Lina and anti-mage go back and forth. You've got the pure damage out of the Lina, and she's also got catch potential thanks to Yule's Scepter Light Strike Array. But then again, she is also an intelligence core where anti-mage is super strong.
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and that Luna ban was kind of interesting as well from Team Alternate. I'm not too sure. I think they want to try and stop the early push here from Lemondogs and try and maybe control their jungle a little bit more. And the Techies ban from Lemondogs there is kind of indicative of that as well. They don't want them to crush that offlane with the Tusk plus Techies, which, you know, they kind of did with the Tusk plus Bane. That Phantom Assassin didn't stand a freaking chance. But I'm actually wondering here about Eskill's item build, because I've seen him do a fair amount of Lina Bloodstone as the primary item.
Yeah! I was just talking about... I was talking to Blitz yesterday. We were watching a game, and it was Lina who's pretty far ahead, and I was like, I've seen Linas go Bloodstones in these situations.
So I'm wondering if that's a consideration here, knowing that Eskill does kind of prefer the Bloodstone. Like, even before Yule Scepter, going for, like, Tread's Bloodstone. And the Anti-Mage does decently against that.
I really hope he goes Yule Scepter this game.
Yeah.
This could also be a 4-position Lina, right? Like, that's entirely another option.
10 seconds remaining.
So, PA once again for Lemondogs.
5 seconds.
I mean, I think it does better than the against the Animage, but it's still the problem with the Animage is that he farms incredibly fast, so he should be able to get a pretty quick MKB.
And are you really going to go aggro into him? Because that's one way of dealing with the Anti-Mage, is to go, you know, aggro tri-lane against him and stop his farming early on so he doesn't get the early start. But you don't have the makings of an aggro tri-lane at all here. Winter Wyvern PA +1 could potentially do it, but, you know, you've got no stuns, you don't have any real way of stopping him from blinking away or even killing off the supports. I think Lemondogs, they've really got to go stock standard. PA Wyvern bot, Clockwork up at top. There's one hero that's kind of missing here for me, and that's Undying, where we've seen him, along with the Queen of Pain, kind of fade off into the distance in these drafts, where we used to see a ton of Undying. The zombie man just killing lanes. I think it's still possible here from Alternate. You could run the Undying Tusk dual offlane. It's pretty disgusting, to be honest. Snowball in, Tombstone drop, Decay on top.
I like it. I'd actually like it quite a bit. I feel like it's good versus PA. Because she already has naturally low HP. And then you take him down even further with the decay stacks. Shut down his farm really easily. Like, the Animate should be so far ahead of the PA if you run a successful aggro dual lane.
Definitely shown that they can do that as well. And then you've got Quap against Lina mid. So Team Alternate didn't go for that TA pick to try and, you know, 1v1 the Lina and try and win that lane. And Queen of Pain there with the help of Rubik, or even with the help of someone TPing in to try and win that. Oh, there's another hero here that's kind of missing as well. There's no Dazzle. Dazzle hasn't been touched, and he's very often banned second phase as that third or fourth ban.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, if they run a regular defensive tri-lane on Team Alternate, or even like if they want to do dual lanes, they could run the Dazzle with Tusk. It'd actually work on both sides here.
Yeah.
You know what I really like? I've seen it twice now. I can't remember what team was running it. The Keeper of Light Tusk dual offlane. It's really nice. Spam, spam, spam. You just spam out ice shards over and over again.
Keeper of the Light Tusk. That sounds awfully familiar. I kind of feel like it's Alternate that runs that. Because I know that El Lissash or Dimitri has run Kotal a lot in the past.
Yeah, we just watched it in ESL. I think it might have been Nip.
Okay.
I think they might have done something like that. Because I seem to remember, like, they did, because they also had Whist Tiny at the same time. Something like that. Ember Spirit now for Lemondogs. So they are going to run the 4-position Lina. And we have double Well, I was going to say double Battle Fury heroes, but there's no reason for PA to go Battle Fury in this game. So she'll probably go the much more standard Ring of Aquila, drums, Yasha, Basher, BKB, etc., etc. And a bit team alternate. So this actually could be their dual lane once again.
Exactly the same draft, except AM switched for PL. If it ain't broken, fix it.
Yeah, I guess so. The PA Lena Winter Wyvern. I think they definitely beat the Tusk Bane. As opposed to, what was their tri-lane last time? PA.
Oh, that's CM, PA, Winter Wyvern. The Crystal Maiden wasn't even there, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It's more of a defensive dual lane.
Yeah, so I would say they have, like, their tri-lane very easily should beat out Team Alternate's dual lane. Clockwork versus Rubik and Anti-Mage, that's a bit rough.
Yeah. Telekinesis out of cogs is always going to be difficult for you to handle.
Yeah, and then there's the mana burn as well. You can't even, like... Even if telekinesis is down and you try and jump in on the Rubik and lock him inside of cogs, there's still the Anti-Mage who can blink inside of the cogs with you. It's not going to be a great lane. But Ares Loco, I'm sure, will still find a way.
And they've got a bit more mobility this game. The Crystal Maiden last game was kind of stacking the jungle, farming the jungle, but Lena has a lot more progression capability. You know, get into the Arcanes, the Urn, the Yule Scepter, and Laguna Blade. It's just that, you know, instant nuke power down onto the AM or the Queen of Pain. And couple it up with things like Searing Chains. Eskel, along with this PA, they've got two very mobile carries. They tried it with the TA last game with the blinking around, and it worked a decent amount, but we'll see what Alternate have up their sleeves here. Wait, what's Lena doing? Clearing through trees. Burn, baby, burn.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to eat through, like, one of these trees in order to get the double pull, so maybe she imagines, like, okay, instead of using a Tango for that, I'm just going to use, like, my really early mana.
Oh, they're looking for that obs.
Because there's very likely you're not going to use a spell until you're actually full mana anyway. You know, the amount of time that happens.
They can't find it. They've got another sentry, but they can't find that.
What is that counter ward setup?
The battle begins.
Yeah, that's... He's going to mess up big time. I think there's pretty much like a 90% chance he misses out on this ward. In which case, he can't double pull like he was hoping for, and that's really how you beat the potential dual lane. Dimitri's going to start out body blocking for Hero Supreme, and then... Is he actually going to stick around in this lane and harass out the Ember Spirit? He certainly can, because it's a melee hero. Yep, Dimitri just runs right on by with that block and the boots first. Ember Spirit is stuck in an awkward position.
Where's your first creep wave, bro?
Yeah, he can't do anything.
We've seen this a ton from, you know, AUY Scarth and Naga run towards middle lane or the off lane. Give one of your core heroes that initial wave. Oh, they found it. They found the water bot.
They did it. He placed it a little bit farther to the left than I normally see. Usually I see this one, but I suppose he had the sword covering a lot of the area, so that actually makes a lot of sense. So, very minimum overlap. Well played. And ATN. Still having some lag issues.
Oh well.
So we'll go back over to us where we don't have audio sync issues. Yay.
I can wave my arms.
Let me get my special mystery drink out of the camera shot, because
your apple juice.
If someone once said drink on the stream, they're more than welcome to sponsor this lovely little tournament called the Defense.
Oh, Cap.
We decided to let the Defense just go through without any sponsors. You know, just like put forward the pure product. You know, harken back to Defense and just be like, it's the pure Defense. That's all it is.
Come to us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you want to be a part of this?
Oh, Krilli's blocked in here.
Oh,
he's gonna blink to the Bane.
Jump sword to Dimitri. They still have the snowball though. Will be able to catch up to him. Couple more right clicks and a brain sap. They've almost got him. Oh, health potion. Maybe they can actually turn this one around. Krilli's going to slow down Dimitri. Freak Elite whiffs that light strike array big time, as the Tusk did back up. They knew the moment PA got away with one hit left that she was gone for good.
But take a look at the clockwork, Cap. Not a single lick of experience here. Nisha going to try and take this bounty rune up at
Oh,
top
the
as well.
cogs!
The cogs.
Oh,
Telekinesis
if he had gotten
back.
it.
Nisha, it's an invis rune anyway. It's not even a bounty.
I like how Nisha waited out the cogs. Like, he wasn't worried. He was like, yeah, you're not getting this invis rune. I'm going to wait out the cogs. I'm not going to burn myself out. And now you have to play a little bit careful on the Ember Spirit again, because you could have a invis Rubik on you. Rough times all around for Lemondogs. Dimitri comes over, speeds on by, 365 movement speed.
Look at the CS. The Queen of Pain is 16 and 7. Ember Spirit 5 and 0. He hasn't even started stacking camps for himself yet, which is kind of surprising. That's one thing you really have to look at. If you're behind, if you're being zoned out of lane, you have to start.
There's Loco dead. Cogs, it's not going to be enough.
Oh man.
Another right click. Exotic Deer picks up first blood finally.
That's your anti-mage. With Quelling Stout, brown boots, and now close to 700 gold.
That's what you get, Clockwork. That's what you get for getting 2 creeps worth of experience. That's what he got. Instantly punished. E-skills. Oh, he actually locks down Dimitri. Light Strike Array is there. E-skills. They should be able to pick up his kill. Brain Sap, turn around, sleep up, but no. The last right click is still there. E-skills will be woken up. Hero doesn't have a Shadow Strike. Won't be able to get any sort of turnaround kill. So, nice rotation from Lemondogs, knowing that they need to do something about this middle lane.
I'm a little bit surprised that he's gone for Shadow Strike at all here. I guess against level 1 Flame Guard it's pretty good. It just burns straight through it with the initial hit. The 50 magic absorb's not that great. But your Shadow Strike's not going to do that much except slow down the Ember Spirit when he's trying to run away. Maybe that's what he's looking for.
Stats now going to drop back down to earth here, but Krilly's still able to chase away the other 2 heroes.
The Scream spam. And Queen of Pain, the Dire once again have full rune control, just like they had in the previous game. The Bane controls bot, Queen of Pain controls mid with her mobility, doesn't even have to use Blink, except to get back to lane. But they have started stacking the jungle for this Ember Spirit, so he does have a way back in. If he can get his last hits up and running, if he can get himself to, level 8 or so, he can run in there and burn through it all.
Level 3 Tusk, level 1 Clockwork.
It's a tragedy.
It's not a good day to be a Clockwork. Because once you get this far behind, the enemy support, like the kill power grows immensely for the dual lane. Because now you've got a level 2 nuke on a level 1 hero.
And the fact that AM can 1v1 this lane as well, so Rubik doesn't need to be sitting there harassing and zoning him out. The AM can do it alone. The mana break, blink forward. He's perfectly happy to do that.
He could potentially be level 4 before Clockwork gets level 2.
Don't put it like that, Cap.
I mean, Arizolko still does not... Like, he's got to share in some of this experience when they go for the pull. That's part of it. He's got to be a part of that. There's no other way. And if he shares that, he gets Rocket. Then things can start happening. E-skills has his bottle now.
Oh, he's level 6. And with Flame Guard used here by Eskel, you've got to wonder. Queen of Pain's actual kill power with level 3 Scream and 1 in Sonic Wave. Once his Flame Guard's down, the Ember Spirit has no recourse. The Lina is the only thing that's possibly going to be keeping him alive in the, next 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, right now, in fact.
15 seconds until he has it back up. So if Hero pretty much ever gets that Scream on him, I think that brings E-skills low enough. One more bottle hit and he actually heals up a good amount, so... I think it'll take Hero a number of right clicks if he wants to go for this kill. So instead, he's just going to focus on rune control. We'll get the bounty rune at top. Bottom lane is taken by Dimitri. Throws his illusions around. Sasu quickly goes in a flying form, but that is not the real Bane.
Oh, they also scout out the stacks with the Bane illusion. And then the Bane illusion hits one of the creeps. Come here! Come here! Stupid little centaur.
That's a little awkward. Are they going to be able to steal that, though?
I don't think so. Not right now, anyway. Like, Queen of Pain doesn't have a way to do it without spamming Scream, 5 times or something like that?
Right.
It should just be down to the Lina and Ember Spirit. Go ahead and take it. Level 3 Flame Guard. Still not going in there. Frigg Elite wants to stack it one more time. Is Clockwork hit level 2? Oh, Clockwork's nearly level 3, Cap.
He's doing it.
Nearly level 3.
He's doing it.
But do you go for the second point in Rocket Flare at this point?
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, you got to get some sort of CS. Otherwise, like, if you continue to allow Animage to deny every single CS, your level 6 is going to come so slow, even if you're left in this 1 versus 1 position, you know?
Well, there we go. Lena level 3, 2 points in Dragon Slave and Eskil with the Remnant spam clears out the creep wave. The creep camp even. So he gets himself up to, what, close to level 8? Good 800 gold. Still nowhere near the Queen of Pain's 52 for 19 full lane creep experience, though.
Oh, bottom lane, sleep up on Krilly. They're going to go for this snowball play. Queen of Pain comes in, blinks on to Krilly, and makes short work of him. 8 minutes in, it's now 1-2. ATM taking a very early lead in this game.
That's exactly what we saw from the Quap last game. As soon as she hits that level 7 or 8 mark, TPing to side lanes, you've got the setup from Nightmare, Snowball, and even up at top, you've got Telekinesis possibly from Nisha, who is just controlling rune after rune, making sure there's nothing given over to Lemondogs here. Oh, now it's their turn to pause.
Network chart does not look great.
It's not that bad.
I mean, for 8 minutes in to have a
3,000 lead.
Yeah, almost 3,000.
I mean, Lemondogs. Well, again, Team Alternate here, they've got a lot of focus on the laning phase, right? The Bane, Tusk, dual lane, the mid lane, Queen of Pain, then top lane, Rubik, Anti-Mage. They're all kind of lane dominators, and Lemondogs have chosen not to play aggressively into that, not to put a stop to that kind of stability from Alternate. I think they're focusing a lot again on the late game. Lemondogs last game had the wombo combo. They had Vacuum into Winter's Curse. They had the PATA. They had the chance and ability to try and draw out the game as long as the mid game went their way. Early game laning phase doesn't seem to be their forte. It doesn't seem to be what they draft towards. They know that a lot of the strength in gameplay nowadays is actually that kind of 15-25 minute mark where you really stick your foot in the door, you make your mark on the game, and you get your farm on. You get the couple of little skirmishes that you need to build yourself up into the 40 minute mark. But Ember plus P8, it's exactly the same story here.
Oh, Flame Guard just died. Oh, he's still got to run, then jump away. He's good. He's good.
But yeah, their target is to farm up these two heroes as much as they can, with Clockwork, Wyvern, and Lena causing havoc in between. They, again, don't put much credence in the laning phase. They want to try and drag this out.
Do you agree with Battle Fury builds on Krilly? This could just be, like, value ring of health, right?
It could be a Crimson Guard.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Oh, the memes.
Vanguard PA is probably not a thing.
I think Battle Fury... It's honestly so hard to call. Like, the phase Aquila drums into BKB gives you such a good chance of fighting against the AM and Quap early on. But you've still got the Walrus Punch, the Fiend's Grip, the Sonic Wave that go through the BKB. And I'm just wondering if the PA, again, looking at the way that the laning phase is going, wants to secure past that 30-minute mark. She wants to be able to keep on farming and keep progressing and keep pace with the Anti-Mage.
Exotic Deer is doing such a good job controlling this creep wave. I just want to point this out. Like, every single time the Clockwork goes for a clock block, he moves forward, tanks up the range creep until the melee creeps walk around. And this naturally makes it so the creep equilibrium doesn't go into the Clockwork's favor. And he's also very much willing to tank up the creep wave whenever his Rubik goes for a pull. So it's just constantly no fun. No fun for the Clockwork. That is not the face he has. He has...
That's the AM's face.
He has this face.
Or you can draw the cat face.
What's happening in bottom lane? Sasu? He's on the hunt. Or maybe he's going to run into a trap. Counterward will reveal him. Do they have the opportunity to get the surprise Light Strike Array?
Oh.
Doesn't really seem like it.
Feels it coming, I think.
Jump back. E-skills forced away from the middle lane once again. At least he can finish up something. He's got 1,600 gold. I'm not sure if he's waiting for, like, the straight-out drums Or why he doesn't go for phase boots at this point?
Or if you go BOTs.
BOTs. Is that a thing?
Yeah. It's kind of like the way Phantom Lancer does it. You know, you go for the early boots of travel. The stats items first are obviously nice, but if you're going to be dodging fights and always keeping a remnant to TP back to, you can refill your bottle, keep your farm rate up pretty nicely, and then it's one of those farm accelerators in a certain sense where you allow yourself to move around the map and find places to farm a little more safely. But it's a risk nonetheless. You're not building yourself up to fight at all, so you're going to be having to dodge everything that Alternate throws at you.
I just keep going back to the fact that Exotic Deer is double the level of the Clockwork. Over double the level. Level 4 to level 9. And Lemondogs haven't, like, changed up the laning phase or anything to try and make this Clockwork, like, help him out in any way.
He's been left to his own devices, and now he's got no mana left. Can't even last hit with a Rocket Flare.
More stacks. E-skills. Bottom rune should be his. Nisha stacking up Ancient and also trying to go for runes. Won't be able to get it though. Nisha, he's baiting out E-skills a bit. Stephstone's coming in from the side as well. Roller's punch, but Sasu.
Oh, that's the crits.
Yeah, he instantly dies with the help of Krilly and E-skills. They quickly take down that offlaner of ATN.
Dire's bottom tower is under
But yeah,
attack.
Amber picks up his Boots of Travel recipe, and now he's clearing out a few more stacks. The Phantom Assassin, though. What do we have from Krilly? Aquila after treads, just, you know, padding out the stats a little bit more. And she heads into what looks like it's probably going to be a Battle Fury. The one worry I have, once again, though, for Lemondogs is their two supports. You don't have the Arcanes plus Urn on the Alina, which doesn't even have upgraded boots yet. We'll have the Arcane soon, and the Winter Wyvern pretty much is going to be walking around with brown boots for the majority of the game.
Oh, Clockwork. All right, TP's come out.
Oh, Arcane's there.
There's Loco. He has no way to be able to catch out to Dimitri, but a big dagger crit now. The battery salt's going to plink away at Dimitri. Eris Loco.
Nightmare?
He gets some much-needed experience.
I thought Clock would be level 6, you know? 13 minutes into the game, maybe throws a hook shot there, but the vision for the dagger, just what they needed.
Dire's top tower is
So
under
double
attack.
Arcane Boots, both Lina as well as... I don't like Arcane Boots on Lina, though. I much prefer you try and pick up the faster Yule Scepter. So... Alright, boys and girls, time for another break. Dota 2 seems to be a very buggy game right now. Don't ask me why.
Reborn is perfectly fine, though, right?
I don't know, I don't play it.
Fully functional.
I'm not a custom game memer just yet.
You can play real games on it, Cap.
Yeah, but the map is different.
It is.
I played like one
really
game,
wonky.
and I was just like, no, this is not acceptable. I do not play ranked on this.
The ramps to the tier 3s, they're like this in normal Dota, and then in Reborn, they're like that. Like 3 times, well, okay, not 3 times as wide, but 1.5 times as wide. It's really weird to play. It just feels offset. Why are we paused? He can't see creeps.
Yeah, that's some sort of bug.
Oh yeah, if you watch a game, if you observe a game before you play, sometimes you can't see creeps. So you have to restart the game. Neutral creeps, they spawn, but you can't see the models of them, so you can like hover over and highlight them. Oh, there we go.
Dota 2.
There we go.
Dire's
Dota 2, still in beta.
Oh, Cap, apparently you're like 600 MMR.
Yeah. Woo. Eris Loco gonna be dove here. Sasu going for trying to get the kill. They will be able to finish him off. Sasu still gonna be dying here as E-skills comes in, finish them off.
tower is under attack.
And now the chains stolen by the Rubik. Both Dimitri and Nisha will be able to get out. Battle Fury is complete though on the Animage, and that is a 14-minute Battle Fury treads.
The fun has begun.
It really has. Certainly not for the Rubik, who's still not level 6.
Hey.
I'm just waiting. I'm just gonna put a timer.
Wait, the Rubik or the Clockwork?
Radiant's
Do you think he
middle tower
gets
is under attack.
level 6 by
Clock.
16 minutes?
He's gonna go bottom lane, and if Queen of Pain TP's bot, he dies, right?
probably.
But the Queen of Pain doesn't have a TP, so he's fine. He's going to get level 6 in bot lane. He'll have it at 15-15.
15-15?
Yeah.
Is that wave enough?
He'll go and farm the jungle or something,
more.
I don't know. He'll get a solo kill on someone who runs into him.
I guess so. Someone who dives the tower and just sits there. E-Skills runs into Exotic Deer, does manage to get the chain. Step Style gets off the Winter's Curse. They can actually finish him off with a Light Strike Array. Sure enough, they get him. The early Battle Fury is still there, though, so the Animage's farm isn't going to be stalled up that much. Level 6 by 15 minutes.
No one contested him. I thought the Bane would stick around.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They showed mercy.
He got there. He got there. That's a great thing, though. Stalling up the Anti-Mage's farm, 124 last hits, and he was closing in on 7k net worth. So finishing him off while your Ember Spirit isn't actually that far behind. You've got BOTs plus Perseverance onto Eskil. No drums, no Aquila, no stats items, but if you're going to go for this pretty heavy commitment towards the late game, even the PA is closing in on that Battle Fury. And Alternate don't have the kill lead, they don't have the laning phase anymore, simply because it's over. 15.5 minutes in, the pressure is now coming from Lemondogs, who are farming all across the map, and Alternate don't really have an answer to this.
5-3 right now. Lemondogs working towards the Battle Fury on E-Skills. PA, similar situation here with the Perseverance. Can't say I'm a big fan of double Battle Furies, but we'll see.
Maximum cleave.
Yeah, I guess. What's better than one Battle Fury AM? 2 Battle Fury Radiance, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Clockwork's even got farm now. 1,400 gold.
Is he gonna buy a Midas cap?
The old catch-up Midas.
Yeah.
Sasu? Was he spotted out? I didn't think he was spotted out by the Remnant. It, like, passed right by him. Still gonna go for the dive here, but he's gonna wave goodbye. E-Skills will not catch him.
Another 5-man rush down bottom lane. They're actually all TPing down here.
Oh, where was Loco? It's in some trouble. Still has a hook shot with the teammates coming in. He's going to be able to grab Dimitri, who's only level 5, has no turnaround potential whatsoever. E-Skills will be able to help him pick up that kill. And Eris Loco, more experience. Hero, meanwhile, does get his Aghanim Scepter. And Free Elite. Nowhere close to that Eula Scepter, not yet. It's just still the Arcane Boots. Again, if you hadn't gotten Arcane Boots, I feel like you would at this point, like with his current net worth,
be like 3/4 of the way to yours.
Yeah, he'd be very close, right?
And Alternate here, they don't have the same kind of chokehold they did last game. They've just taken their first tier 1, while they're actually trading it off. The bot tier 1's going to go down to Lemondogs, and they don't have that split pushing Phantom Lancer. AM likes to spend a little bit more time in the jungle than the PL does, you know, a little bit less time laning and splitting, until he has that Vlads. So once the Vlads come up, maybe we'll see the switch up.
Oh, that snowball's going to hit on 3. The Ice Shard's going to do a lot of work, and then Sonic Wave over the top. Krilli's going to go down as well. Winter's Curse gets laid down on Hero. Step Style, though, I'm not sure he can really take this one. Oh, they managed to get the chains. Hero gets bursted down by E-Skills. He goes for the last one, Dimitri, but he's got a Fiend's Grip and a Rubik behind him who steals the Remnants for the kill. Nisha's just showing off at this point. That was a guaranteed kill on the Ember Spirit. He's like, no. I'm going to Remnant his ass.
4 for 2 while AM is up on this top lane. His Vlad is now done, so he can continue the split push through and take this tier 1 in a matter of minutes. And then his next big item, that Manta Style, that's what's going to make the difference. The PA, the Ember, if they get jumped on, Ember Spirit is very susceptible when his mana is getting burnt down. We've seen him against PLs when they've got their Diffusal Blade. If Ember puts himself into a position where he doesn't have a Remnant up already... Oh, Sasu. Yeah. Really? The poor little Dina.
I think you have to try to go for the Light Strike Array in that situation. Like, when there's no escape, you have to go for the Light Strike Array that you throw out just before you get hit by the snowball, and you can actually stun him up as he comes out of it before it can Walrus Punch you. And then maybe you, like, burst him down with your combo or something, but there's certainly no way you're running away from that snowball. Sasu was actually going to go for a Mech Guardian Greaves build.
Yeah, exactly the same as you went last game. Go for the Mech Arcanes, then Medallion Blink, and Greaves a little bit later. Solar Crest, obviously a big old item up on him. But look at that. Pre-20-minute Battle Fury on a mid-Ember who got zoned out of his lane for the first 5 or 6 minutes. Eskil has come back significantly. The PA, similar story as well. Battle Fury is now 1 Quelling Blade away.
Color be impressed. Now, if you could see the same kind of comeback on Sasu, the Ember Spirit's coming in as well. Oh, there is no escape, Tusk.
We've seen this before, right?
Yeah, gets dragged on back. E-Skills will help them get the kill once again. This bits of travel, Ember Spirit is working out really well. In fact, he's level 13 and AM's level 14, who's had over free farm.
Rubik has these remnants, and now he's just baiting out the Radiant. See how many spells he can actually get cast out here. The Clockwork tried the hook shot, but Nisha, you sneaky little devil. Look at how adamant Lemondogs are at defending their towers, though.
Yeah.
3 heroes actually move themselves down to this bottom tier 1. And the Rocket Flare scouting at AM over in the jungle, I think, there. Darbs overwards, giving him a little bit of free reign to farm up as Dimitri's caught by those Searing Chains.
Ares Loco, though, doesn't have the hook shot. Must have missed it, or did he go on the Rubik? Did he go on the Rubik when Rubik was baiting out the remnants?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why that was on cooldown. Battle Fury times 2. 1 on PA, 1 on the Ember Spirit. Flaming Rubik walks on by.
How do you feel about Greaves on Clockwork?
I'm okay with the build if you need a mech. And I think this is probably a game where you need a mech, where you've got 2 rather fragile glass cannon style carries.
And every second you get out of them pumping out damage is a second you desperately need against this anti-mage.
Yeah, and you weren't going to get like the Blade Mail early enough to be effective. The Force Staff would have been the other build that you would go for, but...
You skipped over Bottle, you skipped over Treads, Tranquils, anything like that. I think it's nice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Level 16 Anti-Mage. And Krilly is actually having his HP stuck away there by Dimitri, who's now going to be jumped by the hookshot. Ares Loco trying to go for the kill. Hero Supreme is going to get bursted, though. They managed to get the Winter's Curse onto him. The Clockwork will go down. Winter's Curse turned around onto Krilly. Ares Loco being held in by Sasu will finally get the kill, but now he's going to die to the Ember Spirit. But what a sonic wave from Hero. Buys back and now will wreck this team fight with the help of Exotic Deer.
Well, that's a triple.
Skills jumps over to the side. Exotic Deer has another blink. Same goes with Hero Supreme in a second. They're going to be able to jump on E-Skills. Brain sap him away. Another remnant jump away. ATN won't be able to catch him. A 1-2 for 4 exchange there with a buyback on the Queen of Pain, but well worth it. ATN clean up that fight big time.
Fight recap. What the hell are you talking about? Gold change.
Wow.
What?
That gold change.
Honestly, you could just hover over the little bars that show you where the gold went up and down, and yeah, the Queen of Pain lost 1,000 gold there.
Yeah.
AM came out with about 900 in his favor, though.
That death and buyback cost him a lot, and he did not claim much in return.
I've got to say, though, this Nisha Rubik, how many times are we going to see this Winter's Curse get stolen? Surely, Winter Wyvern's got to learn. Like you said in the previous game, Arctic Burn, hold it until you use your ultimate, and then stop it from getting stolen away from you.
Ares Loco jumps onto Nisha, and they'll be bursted down. They now have a Manta on the Animage, though, and he's going to be able to pop that. Oh, there goes Winter Wyvern. He just gets blown up. He's going to jump inside the cogs, help out Dimitri against Ares Loco. They're also going to blow up the Krilly Phantom Assassin. They're going to go for more here. Free Elite slowed down. Exotic Deer's dishing out so much damage for him.
There's nothing to stop him.
He will get out, and he'll actually be able to complete a Crystallis on the Ember Spirit, but it's Exotic Deer who's just raking in the golds. That last team fight got him a Manta, and then he immediately jumps up to another 1,000 gold.
Plus, he's got Aegis the Immortal now, so jumping into these team fights with impunity, he doesn't have to worry too much about just blinking onto the Ember Spirit, Radiant Courier.
Reported for feeding couriers. I don't know who was controlling that one, but
I mean,
yeah, that was
unnecessary.
That was not great.
But what can you do? And this is where you start to see maybe the problems with the Battle Furies. You said you weren't a big fan. I said they wanted to try and secure themselves, past this point. But the PA hasn't progressed. You've got Shred's Battle Fury. You've been fighting. I don't know if it's that they've felt forced to fight in these situations. You know, obviously around the Roche pit, you kind of want to throw a wrench in the works there. Oh, Steph style. That Glimmer Cape.
Ice Shards pushes back. Exotic Deer's still here, though. He's not going to go for it. He's just like, objectives, get gold. Get gold as fast as possible. He's almost got a basher. He's got 650 gold per minute right now. 25 minutes in, 16,000 net worth. You know, I was thinking about it. Where is Durka? We'll wait. But I think I've solved the mystery of the feeding courier. Okay, ATN are gonna back out. So you know, in like ancient times, the pharaoh would die, and like when he dies, all his servants.
Yeah.
They get killed as well. They get buried with the
like,
or like a great Khan dies and all his slaves go down with him or something like that. That's what it was. Like Lemondogs, like they almost all died, and they're like, Courier has to die too. It's the only way.
Yeah, like in ancient Egyptian times, your pet cats, they go with you. The ancient Vikings, you bury the leader with his boat. Everything goes with you.
Yeah. So Donkey Courier will follow the rest of the Lemondogs into the afterlife.
Poor little guy, though. What is with all these regular donkeys, though?
Bean's grip actually holding in Krilly, but a hookshot sneaks right past Krilly in order to snag Dimitri. They also had the cold embrace to be able to heal up Krilly, so he's still looking okay. They do manage to get an Ember Spirit. Oh, there goes the Winter's Curse. They actually lock down Dimitri. Krilly, though, has to back up because Exotic Deer's here, and he uses the ultimate on the Lena to blow up both her and the PA. Steph Style, slowed down to a crawl, is not getting away from the sights of the Queen of Pain, who's now level 17. Ember Spirit, great sleight of fist, but in the end, ATN still very happy with that fight. A 1-for-3 exchange, and they're going to go for the bottom tier 2 tower.
And they're now so far ahead, it doesn't even matter if Nisha steals nothing. He got Light Strike right at the very end of that fight and managed to cast it on the ground. Not onto any heroes, but this anti-mage is just cleaving through them all.
Now, what do you think Courier Afterlife looks like? My bet is that you're able to carry as many bottles as you want without any and you're permanently hasted. That's what a Courier Heaven looks like.
Courier Afterlife, you go back 6 patches where you have the invulnerability shell around you.
Yeah.
And you can just go around doing whatever you want. Fly into Roshan, fly into creep camps when Sand King's there with his Sandstorm on and not get hit.
Real Courier Heaven goes all the way back to Dota 1, where you could have a BKB Dagon on your Courier, and he transforms into the gigantic Courier when you pop the BKB, and he is able to Dagon 5 people, refresh your Dagon 5 again, and get kills. He turns into a semi-hero. That's what Courier Heaven really looks like.
I mean, you remember the old airstrike video from Dota 1, where there was like 50 couriers, you just tap through them with the Dagons into Roshan? Oh, those were the days.
Played with the Flight of Valkyries music.
If only we were allowed to play that kind of music. Oh wait, actually, Flight of the Valkyries, maybe we can play without copyrights and infringements.
I have no idea.
Huh. Maybe we can get away with it.
Sasu?
Oh, that skill. Sasu can't kill him.
No, not by himself.
Exotic Deer might be able
with
to.
an anti-mage.
Who nearly has Abyssal Blade.
Four-man smoke up, Lemondogs on the hunt. Abyssal Blade, though, for the AM. Jeez. This man doesn't stop. 718 gold per minute now.
It's desperation time for Lemondogs.
It really is.
This is even pre-BKB for the PA.
This is a desperation smoke if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Look where they went with their smoke.
They've traveled like 1,500 range.
Yeah, the tier 2 is still up and everything, and they're just like, this is the area. This is the area.
You're alone.
Snipe the Vice up. He's going to be jumped and taken out by Exotic Deer. They're going to go for more. Krilly, the next target. Exotic Deer, blink up in a second. We'll be able to catch up. Glimmer Cape, though, on to PA will help out. Now, oh, Ultimate Sonic Wave. They managed to get Steph Style as well. Exotic Deer, plenty healthy. Doesn't look like they even need him for the kill onto Krilly. The rest of ATN will focus him down. And Exotic Deer just wants the last hit.
He had full mana.
He had full mana. Exotic Deer is just like, no, I gotta get the last hit, guys.
Where's Ember, yo?
My GPM is off the charts.
Eskel is at the middle line. He is split pushing. The rest of his team do not have buybacks, though. The PA and Lena both dead for quite a while, and they're going to lose racks here, definitely. Yeah.
Especially with the extreme amount of damage that Exotic Deer is currently rocking. 323.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know what the... I don't know what the PA is all about for Lemondogs, but...
No,
I'm hoping in the future they don't pick it up because it's
I get heroes like this when you've got someone on your team that has like that steroid effect. A Magnus, Legion Commander, where you just get that, you know, mass attack speed, mass damage, or a cleave, or, you know, just buff the hell out of a PA. If you've got no one to give that, you know, early game power and aggression which you get from Empower and Press the Attack...
Right.
I don't see PA being that great a hero. I know you and I have talked about this hero and where she kind of fits in. Early game, decent laner, right? She can last it under pressure with a dagger, she can harass, zone, and jump forward to fight. Mid game, I think, is where she's kind of at her strongest, you know, kind of similar to the anti-mage. You peak at like 45, well, AM peaks like 35, but maybe PA lasts a little bit longer through that. The fact she's got innate crit and her evasion. But she's so item reliant, if you don't get that good early start, late game even, MKBs counter you. Your BKB can allow you to survive for a little bit longer, but you are not the kind of stats gain beast that a lot of other heroes are, like your PL. Her strength gain is awful, 1.85. Agility is the only thing that keeps her in with her massive armor, but there's ways around it.
Dragon Slave turned around on Freak Elite. They get that one kill. Looks like Eros Loco's going to be caught as well. Wall's punch. Nope. He manages to hookshot himself away. Still Sasu's here to pursue. He's got a Blink Dagger. Ice Shard's up in a second here with Dimitri on the side. Glimmer Cape. He's actually staying alive through all this with Sonic Wave. Finally, they get the damage thanks to the cleave, but Krilly is left alone. His Ember Spirit, he says he's out. He is not sticking around. Snap Style drops to the ground. Barely gets away. Still another 3 down on the side of Lemondogs in exchange for, once again, just Dimitri. Seems to be the one diving on the grenade every single time for ATN to win the fight.
He literally blinks into the middle of like 3 or 4 of them to Fiend's Grip someone, and Lemondogs have to turn and respond. They've got to deal with a Bane who just, like you said, he's a hand grenade. He throws himself in there and causes a ton of chaos for them, but then in comes the cavalry. Alternate, they've got a ton of heroes that can actually jump in and... make things worth it for them.
If that last stat told us anything, though, Exotic Deer likes being on the leaderboard. He has the 2nd and 3rd highest net worth on Animage by 30 minutes.
Yeah, even in the first game, there was a stat that came up saying that he had the most last hits at like each 5-minute marker, 5, 10, 15, 25, I think, across all patches. I believe that's right. Can't nod for yes. Shake head for no.
How is he gonna... 10, 15, 20, okay. Wow. Exotic Deer knows how to farm.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I'm like, the more I watch him, the more I'm impressed.
All patches, any hero ever. Most last hits.
Every single decision he makes in the laning phase is so on point. He just knows how to maximize his presence in lane by shutting down the offlaner, getting the maximum amount of CS. Well, Krilly, you're about to break that 10k marker and work towards the BKB.
If there's one thing the Radiant has, it's high ground defense, though. As long as they have their heroes alive. Winter's Curse, Sleight of Fist with a cleave and crit. They can hold high ground for a fair amount of time, which is why I think Alternate right now. Wait for the next Roshan. Respawns in, what, 3 or 4 seconds time?
Yeah, no sense in throwing away your 25,000 gold lead at this point. And, that's the Animage. Animage could be deleted from this game. It could be 5 versus 4, and the net worth chart would be even for Lemondogs. They would actually probably slightly be ahead by like a couple hundred gold or something.
All we need is a Necrophos, right? Just remove him from the game with one ability.
Yeah. So, we wait on the rest of the items to come in. Exotic Deer can get his butterfly. Can change out the Vlads for a heart as well if he wants to go for that. I think at this point in the game, like, heart's probably your best option. Just make sure you survive. That's all that matters, right? Like, you've got so much of the net worth on your team. Like, it's pretty important that you don't somehow get completely chained down.
Do you even want to start thinking about playing around Winter's Curse? Because the Radiant aren't going to focus the Winter's Curse onto the AM because he's almost unkillable at this point. With Aegis as well, it's just not worth the ulti. But if it gets placed onto the Queen of Pain and AM starts hitting into that Quap and she gets focused down, I think that the heart would be better for the AM for that situation as well. You know, Butterfly would give him more attack speed, more agility, more damage. Yeah. I don't know if you'd, focus on that at all, but the heart, I think, still would be the better option.
He's going MKB, so he's determined that he's going to shut down the Phantom Assassin.
I wasn't shut down enough already.
I was about to say, I don't really feel that's necessary, but okay, that's fine.
Well, Krilly, you can start thinking about TPing back soon, mate. I am knocking on your door.
Light Strike Array lands, Exotic Deer brought down, and you still get the tier 3 tower, even if they do choose to, like, Laguna Blade him. Speaking of which, oh, wow. Freak he's had no item progression since the Arcane Boots.
Oh, really?
He's still, he's just got an Ogre Club.
I mean, he managed to get to like 1,000 gold or something, right?
This is not a solo Lina. Solo I've been super impressed with, by the way, on Vega Squadron. His 4-position Lina is insane how farmed he gets.
There's AU on TNC as well. He does a ridiculous job with 4-roll Lina. Like, it just turns out that he gets these like Yule's timings at regular solo mid Lina timings.
Yeah. Just absurd. You're just like, how did you do that? Exotic Deer, like, YOLO. He doesn't even know what's there. He just jumps in. He adds an Aegis. Let's go. Winter's Curse placed on him. Bean's Grip placed on Krilly at the same time. Exotic Deer will have enough damage to be able to... Oh, Cold Embrace, so he pops the ultimate. That's the response. So now everything has been used, and it's still 4 versus 4, even with the buyback of the Lina. ATM keeps on going. Cogs push back, just trying to buy more time for E-Skills to get those Sleight of Fist, but you can see ATM are willing to sit back, not grouping up against that Battle Fury. Now, quick hit. Cold Embrace will actually save E-Skills for the time being, and Exotic Deer actually going to turn around on Eris Loco, gets that kill. E-Skills will be able to jump away to his Remnant, but that is still going to be a full lane of Rax. And alternate, again, not wanting to give up any easy kills, will start backing up.
Abyssal's back up in 35 seconds time, but they're TPing away the Queen of Pain. Actually wants to push down this bot lane, get the creep wave there.
Yeah, looks like Exotic Deer is going to take that first creep wave that shows up. I mean, there's no way they push uphill before the PA is there. So I really think they should just wait on their next item for Exotic Deer. Like, get the heart or butterfly or whatever.
Rapier?
Not that whatever.
Daedalus?
That might be a little bit too YOLO.
Hex? Can I keep going, or do you want me to stop?
The blink side.
Can I stop now?
I mean, you could say slightly more useful, useless items on AM. I'd be down with Necronomicon 3. Let's go.
Yeah?
Push uphill. Blink in Necronomicons. Combined with the Abyssal? I bet that's actually pretty legit. He locks down a hero. He gets himself attack speed. He burns through all of the enemy mana instantly.
God. That would be disgusting.
Yeah, it's good micro. He uses the range creep as well, while beating down with melee and the AM.
Is the Necro Warrior? What's his passive? Is it called Mana Break on him as well?
I don't know.
Because there's Mana Burn on the Archer.
ATN, they've run right into Lemondogs and will actually start backing themselves up. Side to buy Sonic really freakily. Actually managed to lock down Satsu, gets off the ultimate, and Sonic Wave is returned. He actually freakily managed to dodge some of that thanks to the Nightmare, but still, there's some serious trouble with Bane just sitting there on the side, controlling this Ember Spirit the whole entire time. That is a full wipe, and Lemondogs go down.
How did Tusk survive that, honestly?
I don't know.
Healed himself, healed by other people, Glimmer Caved up so the Cogs did no damage. And even while he was hitting the Queen of Pain, still couldn't bring him down.
All right, we're going to have a very short break. Our next match starts in 8 minutes. That's going to be Scary Faces versus the Danish Bears. So, take a short little break.